Hey y'all, I hope everybody is doing wonderful. Please ignore the sounds going on in the background because my husband is working outside chopping wood, and I couldn't very well say, could you stop chopping wood, honey, to keep our little fire in the fireplace going just so I can do an unboxing. Don't think that would be very appropriate. So anyway, as y'all saw from the title, I am going to be doing an unboxing of an Hermes. And I will tell you, before we get started, not every Hermes is a Birkin or a Kelly that is, you know, 10 to 20 to 30, $40,000. But Hermes is a really good, high quality, usually handmade purse. And I don't know actually if this one is. That is part of why people say the Birkins are so expensive, is because only one artisan makes it by hand all the way from start to finish, and it takes a long time. All that, I think something like 2 weeks or 2 months. I don't remember. But also I got this from Tradesy, which is basically a consignment store online. It's they take luxury pieces, if y'all are not familiar with them, and they resell them. They're usually used. You can get new with tags. Those are always going to be almost the exact same prices in store. Very little difference. Except usually what causes them to be a little bit cheaper is they don't have the original box or original receipt. But they almost always have the dust bag. They usually have the authentication card if that luxury bag offers that with their brand. So this is not one of those Hermeses, but it is an Hermes. Also, I want to make a disclaimer, I mean, that I'm not trying to be braggadocious in any way or conceited or, oh, aren't I rich and don't I have wonderful things. I do like collecting one thing and one thing only. I mean, I have a lot of makeup just because I enjoy makeup and it's artistry to me. And I guess I do a lot of costume jewelry and some fine jewelry as well. But the thing that I collect is handbags. I enjoy handbags. I don't even know why. I mean, I know why I enjoy makeup. To me, it's artistry, it's creative. But handbags, I just enjoy the uniqueness of each one. I have everything from a quilted one that was free. No, it wasn't free. It's like $6. I ought to do that. I ought to do my least expensive purses. Comment below if you would like to see that as a video. Because there's some of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites I got at Target. But it got tore up. But the thing is, it was only $21, so I was like, but I hated it because they didn't have any more. And it was a really cool purse. But anyway, so without further ado, I will show you the bag. Now, the bag is a real Hermes bag. And it is dust bag. And the way that I use these, I have a china cabinet, three china cabinets in a room. And what I do is I take this bag, take the stuffing that will inevitably be inside the purse, put that inside the bag, and put it back in the purse when I'm not using that purse. Because what I did used to put them in dust bags in my closet, the top part of my closet, but for one thing I got too many. And then also you couldn't tell which was which. Like I had several Coaches, so I just had these Coach bags. So I thought, well, but if I put them out on a shelf, they're going to get dusty. Because I have 2 little dogs. And when you have animals in the home, whether it's dogs or cats, you tend to have more dust. And so I decided to put them in a china cabinet. So I just found 2 online. I can't remember. I think it was Home Decorators, which is Home Depot's furniture. Anyway. And also IKEA has pieces like that where it's just like a china cabinet, a bookshelf with doors that has glass on the front. That keeps the dust off. I hope this doesn't happen the whole time. They have been barking a lot. Let me close the door really fast before they can run back in here. Because they actually are barking for a good reason. There's people in my backyard working on chopping wood with my husband, so they're doing their job. Okay, so without further ado, I will open this. The name of this, oh gosh, I'll have to look. It's something, I think, Lorraine Gulliver. It's called a color block, and it's because obviously it's color blocked leather. And it did, the reason I'm not showing you the box is it did not come in an original box. It came in a Tradesy box, and that's what happens with most of them, which is why they're being sold that way. And I think Tradesy probably, I have no clue. I really have no clue. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's the little, okay, so she, the person who sold it to me had a little card, which I thought was a nice personal touch. Because, you know, this is people selling their bags to them, and then Tradesy takes a percentage, which I think is 40%. And this is called, it does have a name on it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. Hermes Lorraine Gulliver Bicolor Golden Red. Thank you. I hope you enjoy and love your Hermes bag. Best, and then her name. So let's see. Also, there's a stamp that before you buy online, they either show you the code and maybe block 1 digit so that somebody can't duplicate that code, or it has an authentication card. So we will see. I know that it has the code. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be looking for it, but without further ado, here's the bag. So it's a satchel. It is a handbag. There are rolled leather handles. It comes with a shoulder strap, and I can see right there where it has its hook. There and there. You never want to hook to something that the bag didn't have it built into. Like, you don't ever just want to hook it on an end or something to a link or something like that, because it won't be properly proportioned and it will not do well. Now, I will likely, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the shoulder strap on this or not, because I think I'm putting this by my head so you can see the size. Okay, and then I'm going to just put it a little more in front of you. There is no pouch on the back, just on the front. And one of the things that gave me cause to think, I'm not sure if I want it or not, is instead of there being 2 pull tabs at the top where it can go down either way, it only goes one way. It goes all the way over to the right side, and that's it. You can't like go like that down. You have to come all the way over to that side, which is not a big deal, but that may have been, you know, they had marked it down significantly. It was less than $1,500, so that's why when people say for an Hermes, that's not real. It's like, it's not a Birkin, and it's not a Kelly, and it's not new. It says, you know, the signs of where to look for. I see a little bit of scratches on the feet. There is no wear on this corner. There's no real wear, just a little bit of, where it may have touched a little, hand oil there. It's just slightly darkened there on that corner. I don't see any major marking on the back or on the top. It almost looks like this has not been worn, y'all. Take that back. There's a few little scratches here and there, and there's one there, and there's some up here. But honestly, I'd probably do that in a week anyway. So here's the little clasp. It says Hermes on it. It's got the H stamp, which that's another thing you're supposed to look for, it said. And where is, okay, that and a Z stamp is right there. It's right there on the inside of the front flap. So when you open this, the really interesting thing is that inside this front flap, it's almost like a little clutch on the front of a Boston style bag, because it has 3 little pouches in different colors of leather, and the inside leather is Saffiano leather. They're little stamps. Let's see if somebody accidentally left something in there, like $1 million bill. Is there such a thing? I guess there's not. They ought to make one. I mean, who would have $1 million bill though? All right, so there's nothing in there, but they're little snaps, and then there's a little place for a pin. A very skinny pin. This is kind of an old-fashioned bag, but I like it. And then, I don't know if you can see right there, it's got a flap where I can put my cell phone. And then there's 2 places right there which I could slide my driver. I usually have my driver's license, my health insurance card, and my car insurance card all together. And then the other one is usually my bank card, or I may have 1 or 2 bank cards. And this is snug enough that they would not slide out. Plus, this is closed. This can be closed. So there is you can either let it go up or turn it to the side, or let it go down like that. All right, let's look inside. Okay, the first thing inside is there is the, that's just a baggie. I was going to say, is it an Hermes bag? It's not. So there is the Hermes. It is stamped Hermes on the shoulder strap. And it is this coordinating cognac kind of a, well, I guess it's red. To me, it's kind of a cross between a red and a cognac with white stitching, which I like. It's called contrast stitching when they do that. It just really points out the stitching. Okay, so inside it's got two, I'll show you this way. It's got two pockets. So that could be for sunglasses, or I could put my phone in there. It's got a zipper pouch, and I like these kind of zipper pouches where they are not actually built into the back of the leather. Instead, they're actually a pouch that is sewn into the leather. Do you see? This is like, in other words, it kind of sticks out more, and I like that. And it's stamped Hermes, Paris, made in France. It's the zipper pull is stamped. Oh, let me look in there and see if there's, because the one thing I don't see is authentication card, but I do see the authentication stamp, and I'm not sure if Hermes does. I think they actually do. So it doesn't have that authentication card. But I do trust Tradesy. I know some of the trading handbags companies have been in the news about, you know, that some of their stuff wasn't authentic. I've bought from them plenty of times, and I have plenty of authenticity pieces with my purchases, and I have a sense of trust with the company. Maybe I'm stupid, but anyway, there's also a thing for your car keys that kind of shows it's old, because nobody does that anymore. But actually, you can put your car fob on a keychain and then put that on there, and then you can always pull out, you know where it is. But you basically leave it in your purse. But if you ever needed it to like open the window or open the back hatch or whatever, you'd have it. So that's it. Let me see where we are. Is there anything else I want to say about? I think we're about to the time. We're done. We're to the time. So anyway, that's it. And I hope y'all have enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Comment below if you want to see the least expensive video. Bye-bye-bye. Bye. 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 Seriously, it takes so long sometimes. It's the weirdest thing.